So Yuna is a good leader in first position. One reason is that you can go to smuggle early, and generally wealth will come back to you. I think in Dune Rise of X, the smuggling spot actually isn't too contested early on, and there are chances where you can get smuggling on the second round as well. Then by going up and down, you have more than enough salary to do all the things that you kind of want to do. So round 2 combat actually is something that we all fought over quite a fair bit. I don't think it's because the rewards are very good. I think a lot of it is due to just timing. So what happened this round is that Helena sets the bar at 2 troops. So she does this by going to still suits and putting 2 troops in. So because she sets the bar at 2 troops, right, when Red has a faction access and wants to play it, the combat space becomes very valuable because he is not invested in combat yet. So when he goes there, he has the option of playing 1 to limp in and get like 3rd place, or he has the option to put in 3 and get 1st or 2nd place. So what he chooses to do is he goes to Hardy Warriors because he has faction access, and he puts in 3 troops. Okay, so when it comes around to my turn, what happens is I will check what is in Red's discard. So Red already has 1 dagger in his discard, and he has no intrigue cards in hand, meaning that he will get up to 7 swords. So if I get up to 8 swords, by deploying 3 troops I can get 1st place. So the other options I have is to deploy 2 troops and come in 2nd, or deploy 1 troop and come in 3rd. I choose to deploy 3 troops because I think the intrigue card is worth it, and I think denying the Mentat also and getting the Mentat I think is worth a troop. That is why this combat becomes expensive, and not because the reward is great. If blue set the bar lower at 1 troop, this combat will go differently. Okay, I made my first mistake of the game. I choose to go to Swordmaster first. The reasoning behind this, right, at that point of time, is that I don't like to be the first to act into combat. I think going into combat later is always better, unless you're going to the key spaces like Hardy Warriors or Highliners. So as such, I decided to go to Swordmaster first so I can delay putting in 1 troop to hide my intentions. The bad part about this actually is that I have 3 actions now. If I go to Swordmaster, I'll have 4 actions, and I only have 3 playable cards. So actually one of the actions that I must go to, right, is to kind of draw a card, and the only place to go there now is to go to Arakeen. And if I'm going to Arakeen either way, I should draw this card first. That was the misplay this game, this round. So you see, because I have a green card in hand and I want to play the green card, I know where to go because Tech Negotiators is taken up. And I feel compelled to go to Wealth just so I can get a Dreadnought, at least so I can use the dagger efficiently. This would all not have happened if I planned out my turn properly and went to Arakeen first. So Unfussable, who is actually the sponsor of the current tournament, so thank you. He actually goes to Well, and because I play a lot Elysia, when I look at this, he clearly wants to go to Swordmaster. There's a spot on the board with a +3 spice bonus, and so obviously I'm going to go there. I can choose to go there with the voice or with the Dune the Desert Planet. I should have went there with Dune the Desert Planet, but I choose to go to use the voice because I can just, block red. Um, this is a mistake on my part because actually red is not the one who needs to be blocked this game. The person who needs to be blocked this game is yellow. So I should have blocked him on the second round to prevent him from getting Swordmaster, or to prevent him from going somewhere else that I think is powerful. So at this point of the game, actually, I feel like Driezo already won. He set up very well. He's the only other person with Swordmaster. He has Interstellar access where he's at a -1 position against the other person who has Interstellar. Means that for 3 out of 4 rounds, when the turn marker goes round, he's the one who has access to Interstellar shipping. No one is even coming close. So how this game would have gone differently is that if in the previous round, if I gave red Swordmaster, right, that automatically block yellow from Swordmaster, and that alone would delay Driezo 1 turn and might allow us to kind of catch up. But because I kind of blocked red, I screwed red over. Red's game is in a terrible position, and yellow is very far ahead. So we don't have enough people to put pressure on yellow at this point. So nothing much notable happens for the rest of the game. So just continue watching and see who wins in the end. So the game ends on round 7, where me and Driezo both get 10 points. So Driezo gets 10 points and I get the Holtzman point, so puts me at 10 when the game ends. The other players are at I think 6 and 7 points respectively. So I lose on tiebreakers, and Driezo has a tiebreaker in hand. He plays really well, and I think the early mistakes in the game really snowball. After that, I think I played quite stable. I recognize my win condition and I went for it. But I think the early mistakes cascaded into a loss this game.